Hey guys, it's Sunny from Soulful Vibes Co. And today I'm going to talk about meditation. How to meditate, what is meditation, all of that. So we get a lot of inquiries about how do I meditate? How do I start meditating? What is meditation? Right? And I'll go ahead and touch on some points about that, about meditation. So the hype, right? Meditation, what is it? Why? How do I meditate? So I would definitely say, how to meditate. I always like to tell people that there's no correct way to meditate, right? And it's not a act. It's not how to. It's a mindset. It's a place. It's not a specific thing, right? It's not how to meditate. How do I meditate? What is meditation, right? It's a state of being. You can meditate without doing what you think meditating is, right? You can maybe, for lack of better words, you can be walking and meditate, right? Or you can be in a shower and meditate. You can be singing and meditating because it's a state of being. It is not the exact form or the act of doing something. A lot of people like to associate meditation with the act of doing something. Like, okay, meditating, if you're not doing this with your eyes closed and your legs crossed, then you're not meditating. That is a form of meditation because some people need to basically cut out everything around them, cut out all distractions and sit still and be present. That's one form they can be present and be in the now, right? But you could be in the now and be present and be mindful of everything around you without having your eyes closed and without sitting still. And that's the beautiful thing about meditating. But to start out with meditating, right, I would definitely recommend you sitting still, sitting quiet, closing your eyes for a few, because we're so busy getting lost in the everyday busy of life, right? And working and shopping and like grocery shopping, like cooking, taking care of kids, taking care of husband, taking care of wife. And we a lot of times don't get to sit still. And not only sit still with ourselves. That's a difference, like being with ourselves, being present, being in that moment, being mindful, and sitting still with yourself in a quiet place. Because we hear noise all day, all day. So to sit still, to be present, and to just focus on you for a moment, that can start your journey to meditating. I know you're going to be like, my head, I can't stop the thoughts. The thoughts keep coming. It's not about stopping the thoughts. It's about not allowing the thoughts to control you. It's about recognizing, acknowledging those thoughts and letting them go. Once you let them go, you're on a track and on a path to being more mindful and present. The thought come, do a deep breath. Acknowledge it and let it go. By breathing in, you're acknowledging it. By letting by exhaling, you're letting it go. And eventually those thoughts are going to stop coming. They're gonna fade away because they're realizing, your thoughts are realizing that you have control over them. They don't have control over you. So you'll be able to acknowledge them, recognize them, accept them, let them go, right? And eventually you'll be able to sit without the thoughts coming. Be able to just clear your mind, because that's the end goal, to cleanse your mind and not allow our thoughts and our worries to control us, to be present, to be in now, not to focus on the future and not to be haunted by our past, right? But to think and be present about now. So, I have a few tools that I would like to share with you that I use personally for my meditation. You don't have to have anything. You can sit or you can stand. You can do whatever feels comfortable to you and meditate. You don't have to have tools. You don't have to have all the fancy things. You don't have to. But they're just tools to enhance and help you on your journey. There are tools to enhance the meditation experience for you, right? So you don't need the tools. These are just suggestions on how to use these tools in your meditation life, right? So I like to always say some sage, some Palo Santo, something to smudge the area or smudge yourself. Again, this is my feather with my smudging. You can learn more about smudging on the other video. But these are ways to cleanse the area, clear your mind, clear your space, clear yourself before you get into the meditative space, right? That should take 1-2 minutes. Light it, cleanse it, smell it, cleanse yourself, cleanse your area, move on. I'm going through my my routine with you, right? And I wouldn't like to say routine because I don't like to get caught up in routines, but definitely this is how I kind of start meditations on most days, right? My candle, I have a white candle. I always have white because white is pure, new beginnings, peace. I just love dealing with white candles. But I like my white candle. I definitely light my white candle first, and then I smudge. Because white candle, I like to think of it as the doorbell to the spiritual realm, right? The doorbell, like candles are the doorbell to the spiritual realm. It connects you to the spiritual realm, right? And if you like to think about the elements, having every element there, that's good, right? You have fire, then you have the air with the smudging, right? And then water. Whether you realize it or not, this abalone shell is from the ocean. It's from a sea creature, abalone shell that is there, right? That deals with water, air, fire. You dealt with that, and then you have after that I do some essential oils. I put some essential oils in my hand. Do a few deep breaths with them so the aromatherapy could start activating and start dealing with my mind, right? So I do some essential oils. After that, I do some sound. I do some sound therapy, some singing bowls. I do a few swipes of singing bowls. Once I do a few swipes of those, my mind kind of be at ease in a meditative space. Also, when I light my candles, I light my incense. This is an incense holder. I set my nag champa, which heightens all positive vibrations in any area. But I like the nag champa, sit it there, burn my incense. Again, that's air. And then once I'm done meditating, I sit for about some days it's 5, some days it's 10, some days it's 15. It just depends on the day, right? You just sit, you just focus. And during this meditative time, you can focus on affirmations that you've been working on, like I am safe, I am more than enough, I am financially stable, I have all that I need. Right? These affirmations, you can repeat these affirmations while you're meditating, or you can visualize different things, like different things you want to manifest. Those things you want to manifest, you can visualize them while you're meditating, or you could just sit and acknowledge your thoughts and let them go, right? After I meditate, I say my thank yous to my creator, universe, my divine parents, my spiritual guides, my ancestors. I say thank you to them. I give my thanks, and then I end out with a few claps from my cymbals that gives you a good awake. Like when I hear those, it's like, all right, let's get this day started. So that's all I have for you guys for meditation, right? How to meditate. Remember, it's not an act of doing, it's a state of being. Again, I am Sunny B from Soulful Vibes Co. You can find all of these products, the white candles, nag champa, singing bowls, all of these from our site at soulfulvibesco.com. Again, that's www.soulfulvibesco.com. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram at Soulful Vibes Co. And join our tribe. If you have any questions, post them in the tribe, Soulful Vibes Tribe on Facebook, and we'll be sure to answer that. Until then, until next time, peace and positivity.